everybody. Thank you for watching. I just want to give a disclaimer that I was able to get my camera fixed and that I will be shooting with my face and not having audio. So I'm very happy about that. I'm able to keep producing content for you guys and making sure that we're able to watch and talk about the things that we love all together. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your viewership, and on to the video. Peace.
Just go and see the world and just show them what it really means to live life golden. Yeah, we're golden, baby girl, we're golden. They're about to see us shine, cause we're golden. They can never break.
Welcome everybody, I'm RJ of the Nerdy Brew, and here on this channel we talk about TV, movies, and everything in between, all while drinking coffee. If you like one of those things or all of those things, why don't you consider like, subscribing, and becoming a Brewster. Here in this video, we are talking about Bad Boys 3, and I'm here with my guest, my brother, my co-host, Jamal CouchGod.
IGB CouchGod, what's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
I guess everybody's doing good. We can't hear him back, but it's all good though. Now,
Hey, you gotta ask them how they doing. You gotta speak to the people.
Yeah, speak to the people and let your verses be heard in the comments below. And today we're talking about Bad Boys 3. This is the third installment of the Bad Boys franchise, and it's starring Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, reprising their roles as Marcus Burnett and Mike Lowry. This movie is directed by two dudes that are not Michael Bay. And the plot of the movie is this movie takes place present day 17 years after the last movie. There's a new cartel leader causing mayhem in the underworld that's bringing attention to Marcus and Mike as cops, along with a spree of killings for them to do one last ride with a newly formed tech team called the Ammo Crew.
Ammo.
And what I like about this movie, that this movie is character driven, more character driven than the previous two films. The action set pieces to the movie are beautiful and action packed and good to look at, and they move the story along. And my favorite part was the third act. It's a spectacle to look at, and it was a lot of pressure and tension that you feel, and it was very suspenseful and emotional all at the same time. There was the character dynamic is still the same. That was a through line for each of the previous films, and the chemistry shows that they were more than just co-workers, but they're also brothers. They do have a disagreement in the film, which was my favorite part, but they didn't have a falling out, where for a period of time in the movie it shows that they had two different personalities and two different ideologies to just show them separated in who they are as individuals by themselves. Right. And it took time, but it never slowed down the movie because they had to get right back to the issues that were at hand, right. And they still turned back to each other. So I definitely like that. Will Smith love interest played by beautiful Paula Nunes. She's the head of the ammo unit, and they bring a new dynamic where it's improved police work and that Will Smith can't really get with, because he's down with the gritty work and he wants to be old-fashioned, but they're young, youthful, new and improved, and he has disagreements with it, but he knows, and Marcus knows, that they're very useful for what they're trying to achieve, and Marcus sees their value. The villains in the movie were vicious, but they were out for revenge, but they weren't memorable. I forgot who they were, but in related to the plot, they're necessary. They drove the story along, and for me personally, this was my favorite out of the three.
Okay.
And this is Jamal. What are your thoughts?
Well, I might not be able to get as in depth as brother RJ here, but I thought the movie was okay. I disagree with him wholeheartedly that it was the best out of the trio. I feel that the first one was the best, followed by the second one, followed by this one as well. I understand that it is 17 years later, so they accounted for that as far as when they created the movie and the storyline and everything like that. So I'm good with that. The trailers led me to believe that the movie could be, for lack of a better word, corny. I just thought they were trying to chase a lot of punchlines, and they really didn't have to do that. It being an action movie, understand this, people. Bad Boys is not a comedy. Neither movie should be a comedy. They are action movies played by some funny dudes. I'm gonna just be honest. The relationship they had in all three movies was still the same. They're still goofy as all. I can't say it.
Yeah.
They're still goofy. You know what I'm saying? So I like that they kept that relationship. I like that they kept a lot of people from the originals. You know what I'm saying, in the movie, as far as adding on some new people like he named. I can't rename them. I never heard of them until the movie. And I'm not going to look them up because I don't look people up like that. But I enjoyed the movie. I'm not upset that I paid what I paid to go see it. Went to Star Cinema. Shout out Star Cinema. Oh, I need to check for that. And the movie was okay. The movie was okay. As scale of 1 to 10, what do you give it though, brother RJ?
To me personally, I give it a strong 7.5.
Wow.
Yeah.
7.5 out of 10, folks. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it, cause I'm not as good as he is at rating stuff. 1 out of 10, I'll probably give it a 6.3. He made that noise, but that's not bad. You know what I'm saying? You know, 10 being what my favorite movie is. You know what I'm saying?
Let the people know.
My favorite movie, Dark Knight Rises. Y'all go check that out. Dark Knight Rises, Bane, Tom Hardy, Christian Bale. Like it doesn't get any better than that to me. You know.
So let me ask you something.
What you got?
So you compare every movie to The Dark Knight Rises. So every movie has to be that caliber for you to make it to be.
I'm not gonna say I'm comparing them because they're different types of movies.
Yeah.
But as far as like the acting, the action, just the storyline and how they came together with putting the movie together, I like how they did Dark Knight Rises. Granted, I mean, everybody's not gonna agree that it's the best movie of all time or nothing like that, but it's one of my personal favorite movies to look at. I've looked at it plenty of times, more than I have fingers on my hands.
See, this is why I give Bad Boys for Life a 7.5, because the first one, I give that movie an 8, but the first one, I'm rating this third movie based on the other two.
Right.
And the first one was for its time. What was it, 94?
95.
Yeah, 95. And it was for its time, and it was a cop buddy movie, and it stayed in line with that, and here nor there. The second movie, bro, amped it up with all the action and visual work.
Yes, indeed.
But to me, for me as a person who likes characters and story, the third one slowed it down a bit to develop more of that. So that's why I give it 7.5. And I would give the second one like a 6. What you give it? Like a 6.3? Whatever you get it scored.
Why would you do that for the second one?
Compared to the third one, yeah.
You asked me earlier, was this villain memorable? And
I sure did.
You ask me that. You asked me if this villain in this movie was memorable. The villain in the movie, it was really two of them. It was the mom
and her son.
Boom, mom and her son. So, in the first one, we had Fouché. Fouché was the man. Came up with the plot to hit the load, distribute the load. Fouché. You know what I'm saying? The second one, we had Johnny Tapia. Johnny Tapia. Let me tell you something. That actor, I don't know his real name, but like I told you before, when I see him in other movies or other shows, when I see him on other shows, I don't say, oh, there's whatever his name is. I say, oh, look at Johnny Tapia. I say it like that every single time because that's how you feel when you say Johnny Tapia. People I just named Fouché and Johnny Tapia, they were dealers. They were armed. They were coke dealers. They deal whatever. They deal drugs. The idea of to go after drug dealers, they're Miami narcotics cops. That's what they do. In this one, it wasn't really about snip, snap, snap, the snap day. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. What I was saying before the snip, snap, and the do day.
Yeah, that's what Marcus did in the movie, though.
Right. I thought it was a good movie. Like I said, I don't regret spending the money I spent to go watch it. I love the movie.
I'm gonna bring this video to an end. Won't you let us know in the comments below about Bad Boys for Life? Did you see the movie? Did you like the movie? Won't you say hi to CouchGod?
Big trust.
His information will be in the description box below. You can get at us anywhere and everywhere.
Yes.
And why don't you be you, do you, see the bigger picture. Have a fantastic day because you deserve it.
Peace.